Hey everybody, welcome back to Scavenger Ground Games. This is Garrett, and we are going over Aetherdrift. So I got some in that I pre-ordered here. I got one of these finish line bundles. I got 3 cases of play boosters, and we're going to open it all up, see what we got in the spreadsheet and everything you're going to see here at the end. I did not put anything from my whatever this bundle is, the finish line bundle, keeping that separate for some reason. Don't really know why. Probably just because this was a gift that I ordered with it. Or I got it as a gift from a friend. But it came with my order. It's kind of how it worked out. So we're going to go open everything. I don't have a ton of footage of the actual opening of the stuff. I'm not sure if you guys actually want to start seeing that a little bit more, and I can kind of try to get some better footage of it. I'll have to probably either figure out how to record it really well on my phone, or do something, but it is an option if you guys want to see it. I could kind of do the time lapses that you've been seeing, or however that may work out for you guys. So we'll go over that here in a second, and then go over the spreadsheet and the number breakdown. But I will say, and I am very curious, what did all you think of Aetherdrift? I was super enthralled with the cars. I think vehicles are a cool mechanic in the game. From a financial standpoint, I think the set was kind of a bust. I don't typically pre-order sets to open up like this. This is abnormal for me. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below. If you like this type of content and you're into the financial side of Magic, and you also just like seeing stuff being opened, feel free to give me a like, comment, subscribe type of deal. I'm going to do a lot of that here in the future. And we'll go on to that next little bit. Welcome back, guys. We are here after breaking everything down. I've got everything put into a spreadsheet. I've got it separated out between your normal, your foils, your borderless showcase cards. In this, I also have your special guest cards and your first place foils. So here we're going to kind of go through everything. And let me see if I can make this bigger for me, so we can kind of look at it at the same time. Hold on one second. And okay, so here we have the breakdown. So the pricing I put on all this stuff when we started, is kind of like a pre-release pricing, but I went back and updated it. This is more accurate to what it kind of is, a day or two after it released. This isn't pricing of today, even though some of these cards I was able to get like full play sets of and put a little premium on it just to get a little extra money, because you'll see here it was not good. Probably broke even after everything's said and done on this one, which is completely fine. I mainly wanted to do this because I have intentions down the road to do direct, and with direct I want to have a good mixture of commons from all the sets, your uncommons, all that good stuff. So we're kind of working towards that, and I'm going to make a separate video probably pretty quickly after this one, probably this weekend, to kind of go over our plans for 2025 and what all I want to cover, go over, and kind of do throughout the year. So we can track it and go over all that stuff. So here's kind of the breakdown of just your normal stuff. I've got your just standard main set cards. None of these are commons. I didn't feel like going through them, so I just set them aside. I did, however, list pretty much every uncommon there was, and a lot of them have already sold. I was kind of surprised, and that's kind of what I was thinking when you list a new set, like day of release. You do get a little better traction on it, and that's good. It's great to see. We have a ton of cards here, and a lot of the uncommons are pretty cheap. Like you'll see here, most of them are going to be under a quarter. And on here right now, because I'm trying to monitor my order volume, I have my floor set up to like 35 cents. So if you see anything that's sold here that's under this little threshold here, I'm actually selling it for more, which will help buffer some of those numbers. But for this purpose, we're just going to kind of look at it as market price value. So main set, over 50 cents, and about $1,625, and under, including all those uncommons and everything, we're right under $500. Your borderless and your showcases, similar situation here. Got a bunch of stuff. Did not list any like the borderless uncommons or stuff. I saw they were almost not worth it for the moment being. I have them set aside and we will list them. But for the purposes of kind of going over this, I didn't feel like it was needed to do it yet. Wanted to get the core stuff listed, get that moving. Got 2 borderless Ketramoses, and those have kind of spiked in price. I didn't think that was going to be the most expensive card in the set, but it ended up being it, so that's good. And we pulled a good bit. I think here, let's see, normal pulled 5, pulled 2 borderless in that like showcase artwork. For the foils, I believe we got 1 as well, and then got some good value throughout. Where it gets kind of weird is in the special guest slot. I feel like I didn't do that good. I didn't realize that the amount you would get in these play boosters, or it might just have been my luck, wasn't even like, what is this total we got? 4, 7, so not even 1 every 2 boxes guaranteed, which is kind of what I was expecting. I was like, maybe you'll get 1 a box, maybe 1 every other box, but it wasn't even that. It was like right under. It's probably on average like 1 every 2.5 boxes. So that really hurt, and I didn't get any chrome boxes here, so that hurt the value. I think I would have done a little bit better if we got some, and even in the first place foils, we didn't get that many cards that were worth a good bit. And a lot of these prices here, and not a lot of this is sold for the first place foils outside of the lands. I think maybe 1 or 2 of these have sold, but most of these here are moving slowly, and they're going to move slow. They're kind of a weird market right now. I did manage to get 2 Galvanic Blasts, which are super cool, in the first place foils, but they're not worth a ton. They're worth a good bit, don't get me wrong, and I'm not mad I have them, but feel like I could have done a little bit better with some other stuff. But that's kind of how it shakes out. You don't know what you're going to get. You don't know how you're going to do. So we'll just kind of go to the overview here. So this is how it breaks down. Everything over 50 cents here, total 2022. Everything under 50 cents, you get basically right at $500. Which is not bad. You know, you think about it, $2,500 of product for what you spend, but what really gets you is after those fees and where it breaks down. So yet again, how I have it calculated, TCG Player takes about 15% in fees once you factor everything in. And then there's, and from my calculations, an extra 7 to 10% that you're going to add in there to kind of cover shipping and handling, which is where I get that 22% number. On your cheaper cards, it ends up being a lot higher, just because the amount of postage and how it works out. And I've got a big spreadsheet we'll go over. And this number's high, and I'll say it is. It's just, I also anticipate these cards to sit a lot longer. You're not recouping your costs nearly as quickly doing it through those, whereas your cards that are over that 50 cent threshold are going to move a lot faster. So total after fees, including the bulk, got about 5,000 bulk from this, gets you to about $1,878. Now I spent $1,820 on all this, so I didn't make a good profit. So I think, and I didn't even calculate it because it seemed low. And we'll do that here now. So what is that? Oop. Like 3%, I think is how it breaks out. So, oop. Yeah, 3% profit. Not great. Now, once again, that doesn't include everything. That doesn't include the markup of the cards that are under that 35 cents. It doesn't include all the commons that I'm going to list. Obviously, I do have kind of just like a rough bulk value here, but it will probably be a little bit more. And some of the prices might fluctuate. They might go up. Probably won't. Probably will go down. But this was kind of just a learning experience. I do not recommend buying stuff out the get-go without knowing a whole lot about the product. And I think this set was a flop for a lot of people I know. They weren't interested. They just got out of doing all the Innistrad Remastered stuff, and then the set immediately comes out. I think they had spoilers for this going on before Innistrad Remastered spoilers finished, which just kind of left a bad taste in everybody's mouth. You're being inundated with products, and this is just something else to throw into the mix. And you get mustard cards. At least I think they look like mustard. So overall, it was fun to do. Cool little project. Probably will continue to get a couple cases of new sets just to keep kind of a card selection available. I might go a little bit deeper for, I think it's like the con set coming out in a couple months, just because there's going to be more time in between the sets, and I think that one might have a little bit more value. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on it and see, because I pre-ordered this through a site. You also get a little kickback from them. You get your credit card points. So I'm not in the red, I don't think, based off this, but it was something fun to do. And we're kind of gonna take a step back from doing some big busts. I've got a bunch of cards here and some like 4-row boxes of stuff I need to go and list that I've just kind of had sitting around. I was going through some boxes and found probably a couple $100 of just bulk cards, and just some random cards that are above a couple dollars. So I need to spend some time going through that stuff. Need to spend a little time working on my organization back here, and we'll kind of cover some of that. So if you guys have any questions about some of the stuff I do and some of the stuff that you might want to do differently, or just curious about general processes, let me know. I'm gonna do a review video probably this weekend, going over where the store is right now, year to date, where we are in terms of our goal and kind of the progression of that. And that kind of covers it for everything here. If you liked what we went over in this video, please don't hesitate to like, comment, subscribe if you've got questions. If you want to tell me I got hosed on this, feel free down below. But I would appreciate it if you subscribed if you liked it. And thank you guys, and look forward to that next video probably coming out this weekend or first thing next week. Thank you.